Hey guys, join me. Let's learn how to make a baggy or a palazzo pant with this type of waistband. First and first, you need to choose the size of the elastic you're going to be using as your waistband. Mine was 3 inches. In measuring all our vertical measurement, we are going to be considering this 3 inches as part of our length. Here, you divide your hip circumference into 4. I'm going to be marking that as our crotch length. I'll add 2 inches for ease and 1 inches to join the pant to the waistband. Down here, I'll be marking the full length of my pant plus extra 2 inches for the folding allowance. I'm going to be squaring all these lines out. Wherever I mark there as my crotch line, I'm going to be marking the same thing here. I'll come to the waistline and also mark the same thing there. Right now, I'm going to draw a straight line through. I'm taking it again. Wherever I mark here as my crotch length, I'm going to be marking it horizontal this way. Come to the waistline and also mark the same thing there. And then make a line through. I hope this is clear. Now, my hip circumference divided by 4. Wherever answer I got, I'm going to be dividing it again into 4. I'll mark that here and also mark that here. Mine was 2 inches. Over here, I'll step in by 1 inch and just make a curve to the... This is to give shape to the size of the pant. Moving forward to cut the back, I'm going to be putting the back piece on fold, place the front piece on top of it. Over here, I'm going to be stepping up by 3 inches, make a point there. And at this point, I'll be marking 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches. Here, I'll mark 3 inches. I'll continue marking 2 inches here. Down to the hem of the pants, I'll mark 2 inches all the way. Here, I'll come and draw a diagonal line this way, and I'll just go ahead to cut out. I'll pick only the front piece, come down by 1 inch, make a curve this way, and cut that out. This is to give it the center front slope. Once I'm done with that, let's go ahead and work on the pocket. So these are 4 pieces, 13 by 8 inches. Here I'll mark 3 inches and then 6.5 inches down here. I'll pick 2 pieces this way, arrange it that way, and then cut out the same shape as shown. Once I was done, I'm going to be opening it up. Here is the wrong side, and this is the right side. Here also is the wrong side, and this is the right. So the right side should always face each other. I'll go and stitch off 1 inch. Then I'll pick the other side too, right side facing each other as well. I'll also go and stitch. Over here, I'm back from my sewing machine. Once I was done, I made a top stitch to secure it better. This is the right side, this is the wrong side. I'll put the right side facing me and I'll put the wrong side of the pant on top of it this way. I'll just go ahead to secure that with my pin. I will take it to my machine, pick the 2 pieces of the pockets alone, stitch from here to there, and then, here to here and then to here as well. And here I'll just make a top stitch. I also pick the other piece. Also place it right side facing me and then the wrong side of the pant facing the right side of the pocket. Let me secure that with a pin and then go ahead and stitch and also do a top stitch right here. Okay, over here I'm back from my sewing machine. My pockets are ready. I'll put the first piece this way with the second piece on top of it with right side facing each other, and I'll go ahead and stitch the crochet line. At the back piece, I'll go and stitch the crochet line. And here I was back from my machine. This is the front and here is the back. I'll put them together right side facing each other. I'll go ahead and stitch side by side. At the inseam, I'll stitch from here to here and then from here to there. Back from my sewing machine. Here at the hem, I'm going to be folding in 2 inches hem allowance. Here I'll go ahead and measure around the waist of my pants. And that is what I'll use to cut out my waistband with extra 3 inches allowance. And the width of my waistband is 8 inches. If I fold it this way, my elastic is going to cover up 3 inches and then 1 inch will be for the joining allowance. Here I'll fold it into 2. Divide what I got from measuring around the waist of the pants into 2 and mark it right there. So I'll take it to my machine and stitch. Here I'm back from my machine. I'll open it up this way. Find the midpoint. At this side, mark the joining allowance, which was 1 inch. Whatever is left here, I'll divide it into 2. Mark that. Mark half an inch on this side and then half an inch on this other side. This is my hard fusible interface, also known as a collar stave. I'm just going to be making something round like this. Attach it to those 2 points. When I'm done, I'll go ahead. That is where I'll be attaching my grommet. Yeah, I did that to give it extra reinforcement. So I'll cut it that way and also cut it that way. And I'll go ahead off the camera and then attach my grommet. I have a very detailed tutorials on how to make a grommet without necessarily having the tools. Here I'm back. I'm going to trim off all the excesses. Once I was done with that, I'll go ahead and fold it again and then give it a press. Here I'll mark 3 inches opening, and then I'm going to sew from here to here and then from here to there, leaving that 3 inches opening because that is what I'm going to be passing my elastic through. For the elastic, it's my waist circumference minus 5 inches. So with the help of my table fork, I'm going to be passing my elastic through. And I'll go and then stitch. I'll go and close stitch that 3 inches opening. I'm back from my machine again. I'll take it to my machine and then run about 3 to 4 top stitches all around. I also have a very detailed tutorials on how to do this professionally. Kindly do well to check that out. Here, I'm going to be inserting my rope from one opening of the grommet through the middle to the other opening of the grommet. After that, I'll attach my rope and protectors. This is to make sure that the rope will not enter into the grommet. Anytime the rope try to get out of the grommet, this will stop that from happening. So once that was done, just go ahead and attach your waistband to your palazzo pants or your baggy pants.
This is the outcome, but you need to see how it's looking on me.
Let me go ahead and wait for you to see it for your own eyes. This baggy pant is 10 over 10 minus nothing. This is giving the rich auntie vibe. This is giving the DB vibe, you know. This is me rocking the end product of what we just learned. They look so beautiful, right? So this is a business idea I want to sell to you. I made this palazzo pant, deliver it to boutique for them to sell. That is why I made sure everything I did was professional and internationally acceptable.